Humble pranams at Bhagwan's divine lotus feet and loving Sai Rams to one and all. Today, let's embark upon the fourth teaching technique of Bal Vikas, that is storytelling. Storytelling is an art in itself. It requires creativity, skill, vision, and practice. We'll not just be telling stories, but in fact, we'll be showing the stories to the child through the child's own imagination. Stories ignite imagination, unlike passive media such as films and serials. Storytelling encourages children to create vivid mental images of the characters and events. So the guru has to not just narrate the story, but also make the children feel the characters by bringing them alive and make them live the story itself. Swami gives some guidelines for gurus regarding the objectives of storytelling. First and foremost, we as Bal Vikas gurus need to identify the purpose of the story and see whether it's beneficial or not. Then we need to plan strategies to explain a particular story. Last but not the least, in fact the most important objective is to inculcate virtues like purity in thought, word and deed, honesty, and promote human values like love and peace. Swami says storytelling is not head-to-head transfer of information. It is a heart-to-heart connection. Simple and short stories have to be chosen. In fact, they are already given in the Bal Vikas textbook. And these tales are very brief, easy to understand, and children can easily remember also. The aim is to have the moral incident imprinted on the heart, not just memorized under pressure. These stories are categorized under three groups: Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3. The stories that come under Group 1 are basic foundation stones laid by Swami. These stories stand on the 5 pillars of the 5 human values: Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema and Ahimsa. We have a list of 83 values given by the NCERT, which can be subsumed under these 5 human values. Each story is unique in its own way in implanting the right attitude and habits through persistent instruction. These stories help in developing truthfulness, curiosity, a spirit of inquiry, sense of discrimination between what is truth and what is not, then cleanliness, punctuality, simple living, and all this is done by engaging their imagination and connecting directly with their hearts. And the ultimate goal is to help children internalize the moral and spiritual lessons. These stories are drawn from ancient scriptures, epics, the lives of saints and divine figures. They serve as inspiring role models for noble thoughts and actions. Some of these are based on the Chinnagathas, the short parables narrated by Bhagwan himself. Unlike rote memorization, Bal Vikas storytelling aims for deep emotional and psychological impact. It bypasses intellectual learning to connect directly with the child's intuitive and innocent heart, fostering a genuine transformation. As gurus, we must practice these stories in our day-to-day lives for an effective transaction, or rather transformation, in ourselves as well as children. Storytelling is always integrated with other class activities to reinforce the lessons. These activities may include role play, art and craft, group discussions, and so on. In fact, we can even tell a bhajan which is related to the story. Storytelling method of teaching is an excellent way to teach children values and morals which are necessary for them to have. Storytelling teaches kids about the world around them and also about everyday life in an easy and fun way. explores emotions and ethics. The tales help children to explore complex human emotions, understand moral behavior, differentiate between right and wrong. We have a simple story of Lord Ganesha. When we teach a shloka and bhajan on Lord Ganesha, the story would be very apt to teach Ganesha's story, the mango story. One day, Devarshi Narada visits Lord Shiva and Parvati in Kailasa. He presents them with a divine mango, the Jnana Phalam, the fruit of wisdom. To decide who should receive the mango, Narada Muni sets a challenge between Ganesha and Subramanya. The first to circumambulate the world 3 times would win the fruit. Subramanya was swift and eager, so he immediately mounted his vehicle. So, what is Subramanya's vehicle? It's the peacock, right? So, he mounts the peacock and he circles the world. He sets out to do the task. Now, what about Ganesha? His vehicle is a little mouse. It's nowhere in match with the peacock. He hits upon a brilliant idea. He recognizes that his parents, Shiva and Parvati, are his entire world. He respectfully mounts on his little mouse and goes around Mata Parvati and Pita Mahadev 3 times, declaring that they are his world. When Subramanya returns, he is surprised and furious to find Ganesha already holding the mango. His mother Parvati explains that Ganesha's actions demonstrate superior wisdom and understanding that the entire universe is contained within their parents. Then Ganesha is awarded the divine mango and Subramanya is consoled by Narada Muni, who tells him, Phala Ni, you are really the winner. And Subramanya retreats to the hills of Palani, one of his sacred abodes. And this is also the story of Palani Muruga. There are some spiritual insights to this story which the gurus need to understand before they teach the story to the children. This story teaches that true wisdom is not always found in physical journeys, but in a deeper, more profound understanding of the universe and one's own connection to the divine. You need not go to the forest to get the divine darshan. It can be done within your heart. And the story highlights the immense importance of sacredness of parents who are considered the world for their children. The quest for enlightenment often requires introspection rather than external wandering. And this emphasizes that truth can be found by looking within. So these are the insights for Bal Vikas gurus. Let's explore some more stories in our next episode and try to figure out the hidden values. That's all for now. Offering these at Bhagwan's divine lotus feet. Thank you, Swami. Jai Sai Ram.